Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Aiden, from Cartoon Apocalypse, and welcome back to another Miraculous Monday. I don't believe I have any announcements for this week. There was no bingo last week, so I'm off the hook and I'll have to wear the wig, although I did wear the wig in, well, let's see, it would have been Saturday's stream. I streamed today, so it's actually pretty late in the day. I usually record these earlier in the afternoon, but it is pretty late in the day today because I streamed. So go check that out if you're interested. We had just some fun, chatty type stuff for a little bit, and then we started playing Among Us, and I dressed up as Ladybug, the full costume. So if you've been wanting to see me fully dressed up, you might want to go just, skip to, I don't know, whenever you see me doing it. I don't know why I'm advertising that, but there you go. Here's the bingo card. So for those of you guys who like to keep track of the bingos, there's that. But yeah, let's just go ahead and hop right into this video. Oop, Poor Lila, made by Adrianette on Instagram. Wanna be my boyfriend? No thanks, Lila. You're never gonna find anyone like me. Thank God. You have beautiful teeth. Aw, thank you. They remind me of something. Oh, I remember. Yellow. Oh. Ouch, Lila. That's kind of rough. Although, I don't know. Yellow teeth. I don't think Lila would have yellow teeth because to keep up like her good appearance, she kind of has to like keep her appearance. To keep up her like good mask, I guess is probably a better way to put it. Then she has to keep a good appearance. That's what I meant to say. So she probably doesn't have yellow teeth. But the first one is more relatable. Just noticed. Rewatch Reflect All for the 30th time, and just noticed that Lady Noir says, I am the cunning and ultra-charming Lady Noir. This proves she's actually listening to Cat Noir because he says the exact same thing earlier in the episode. I see it as just one more bit of evidence that she likes him more than just a friend and obviously is ignoring her feelings. Unless one has a vested interest in someone, listening so intently to perfectly recall what someone says isn't exactly common. I would disagree, actually, because that's likely something that Cat Noir says frequently, right? I would assume I would assume he said it more than once. So I don't know. I just don't find it likely that that's like a full reason. I'm sure Marinette / Ladybug has some sort of feeling, like either like something more than just the average friend, like maybe a very good friend, like best friend. But I don't know. This isn't a good enough claim to me personally, like especially if it's a one-liner and you're like, oh, that's a pretty fun line, I like that line, and then it's like, I'll remember that, and then just so happens to use the same line. I don't know. It's not enough evidence for me. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with this or disagree? Let me know down in the comments. Remember this? Now try to convince me Nino isn't the best boyfriend. Oh, this was when Zanbitsu, right? I think that was the episode. That's kind of like a Halloween themed episode. That one would be good to watch tonight. But yeah, I think everyone really likes Nino and Alia's dynamic because, well, especially on the poll that I did, it would have been a little, like a year ago? I think I did it at the end of season 2, which would have been almost 2 years ago? Maybe it was almost 2 years ago now. I think it was, dang. But anyway, I did that poll, and originally, one of the poll questions was, what is your favorite ship aside from, like, the main people? Originally, I had said that Ollie and Nino didn't count, but people were like, look, it's Nino and Alia, so we gotta include that. So then I was like, okay, fine. So then I added that as an option, and it overwhelmingly takes number 1 for the ships that aren't the main characters. So like Adrian and Marinette, it like the ships without them in it. Nino and Alia is the number 1 ship in Miraculous. So I think that's pretty cool. Just take a look at Lila's eyes. Dang, we're all hating on Lila today. What the heck? Come on, guys. I mean, I get it's Halloween, but like, don't need to make fun of everyone. I don't know. That probably wasn't as good of a joke. I probably should have worded it a little bit better, but I'll have to work on my jokes. I'm not a very good joke maker, I guess. I don't know. It'd be nice to be funny, but I'm not, so. Oh well, I will get better eventually, maybe. Made some Reddit avatars. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, these are really cool. I don't know. I'm not like super familiar with Reddit. Is there any way to use these? Like, I don't know what you would use them for, but I mean, it'd be pretty cool to use these in some way. I don't know if the server has like a function for them. I don't know. When you order it versus when it arrives. Oh, so you're just talking about like expectation versus reality? I don't know. This isn't the same. No. Adrian's a good guy. Kim Jong-un is not a good guy, so I'll leave it at that. Did they ever explain why the United States has a large number of people with superpowers, but France doesn't? From what we've seen, only the superheroes in France, or at least Paris, are miraculous holders, so why are there at least a dozen superheroes in New York City alone, some of them with powers that don't even come from technology like Majestia? Why aren't there superheroes with powers in France or Paris? Maybe I'm forgetting something, but I don't remember them addressing this. Okay, this is a good point. I agree. They didn't explain it very well. I think most of the powers was technology based with that little bracelet thing. But like you bring up, Majestia, I get Night Owl. It doesn't have powers actually. Night Owl is just like Batman basically. So that's a good question. I don't know why they didn't explain it. It'd be nice to know why. I mean, I think like the unofficial reason is they just wanted to make New York City look cool, I guess. So they had a bunch of heroes. Like even though if like thinking about it realistically from a show standpoint, if that were the case, you would expect there to be a lot of heroes elsewhere as well, but it doesn't look like that's the case. So I think they just did that for effect, for the New York special. So don't really have a good reason for you. It's just known as like, I think probably in the show, like the City of Heroes, and that's really the only explanation we have. Unfortunately, there's no better explanation other than that. So hopefully we'll find out eventually. Community awards are here. What? Oh, okay. How do I get community awards? Wait, is this? Ah, I see. Okay, cool. I do have coins because I bought Reddit Premium for like $7 a month, so that way we wouldn't get ads in these videos. I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, it's probably better than having ads in these videos. So I guess if there's a post that I really like, maybe I'll give it a medal. I don't know. Well, I was gonna say like maybe we could get like a post, but I was gonna suggest maybe like in the comments, the most upvoted comment linking to a post or something I would give it an award, but by that time it would already be too late. So I don't know. We'll just see. I guess if there's something I really like, I'll give it an award. Uh-oh, I don't know if this is good news, but at least we know when it can come out. Ah, yes, the Rio special coming later 2021. Made a video on this last Friday, so if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend you go check that out because it talks about the Brazil special. I just talk about this whole tweet in general, so I update you on the dates. And then there's also a cool little clip of Cat Noir's voice actor singing a line from a song from the movie. So that's also cool. So highly recommended you go check that video out if you have not already. Ladybug being creepy as always. No, I definitely don't think this is what's happening. This is just taken out of context. Nice try, I guess. Is this from the New York special? It doesn't look like it. I mean, like, it sort of does, but I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's not. Let me know what episode this is from, but I'm pretty sure it's not the New York special. But, yeah, definitely taken out of context, because she looks surprised. She's like, Cat Noir, why are you jumping right in front of me, you know? when is the Shanghai special? Everyone asks, when is the Shanghai special, but not how the Shanghai special. Oh, I'm sorry, Shanghai special. I'm sorry for hurting your feelings. How are you doing the Shanghai special? Are you having fun being in production? By the way, the Shanghai special is coming out Q1 of 2021, so like March, April, around there. So there's that for you. It was in a post a couple posts ago. So that tweet post, I talked about that last Friday as well. But I'm sorry, Shanghai special, for neglecting your feelings and making you feel left out and unappreciated. I do appreciate you. I actually think you're gonna be better than the New York specials, so just putting it out there. I'm looking forward to seeing Faye and all that going on. The plot for you sounds a lot better than the New York special. Maybe that's just me, but I think a lot of people would agree with me on that. So just know I don't take you for granted. I'm going to appreciate watching you because you are most likely the next new content we are going to be watching. So Shanghai special, I hope you forgive me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Nino's appreciation post. Now that's a good friend. We already had a Nino appreciation post. Okay, so here's Nino. Oh, it's just different screenshots of him. Yeah, like I said, we just had the one with Nino and Alia. That was the Nino appreciation post. People really like Nino, but he's not brought up a lot. It's funny. I think it was last week, the Skechers one from last week. People were like, it's definitely going to be Nino with the light up Skechers, and I totally agree. It would totally be Nino. He's got his DJ headset. He's got the bubbles. He's got the light up Skechers. Like, it's definitely Nino. It's 100% Nino. Nino's a good guy. I told you once already, Lila, but you didn't listen. Lila lies. Adrian. Lila lies about Marinette. Adrian. Yeah, Lila. Yeah, okay. Again, why are we hating on Lila today? Like, dang. What did Lila do? I'm just kidding. I know what she did. But, like, at the same time, isn't it a lot of hate for Lila just in 1 week? Like, shouldn't we space out the hate? Did I say heat? I meant hate. I feel like Lila hate should be spread out so that way there's a constant stream of hate instead of just like it coming in clumps. You know, like Lila deserves to be frowned upon because she lies, she deceives people, just the worst kind of person. What do you think? My dear Miraculous, I'm not a fan of social networks. I think they're digital tools which can be dangerous for human mind. I assume there should be a "the" there. The only reason I'm here and consent to expose myself publicly is to interact in a positive and peaceful way with you. Okay, so obviously this is one out of a couple. So I actually did see this. I did see this tweet. As far as my reaction to it, honestly, it's just what would you expect, right? I mean, yes, I think there is studies, and scientifically it's proven that social media is probably bad for your mental health. But that's sort of how it is. Like, social media is never going to go away. That's just how life is going to be from now on, right? So we just sort of got to live with it, and that's something that is going to have to evolve, right? I mean, obviously, social media is very toxic, or it can be very toxic. So, knowing how to get yourself in a good position on social media is something that's important. I think this is something that should be taught in class, like in school. At least for the United States, I don't know about necessarily other countries, but the United States school system is really bad. They don't teach you enough things that helps you improve as a human being, and basically, school should help teach you how to be a human being, right? How to be a good person, but it doesn't. It teaches you math that you'll forget in the next week, right? So I've always not been a fan of the school system. It needs to change, especially like here, right? Mental health, social media. This isn't something that existed 20 years ago. So why hasn't the school system evolved, right? We're still going based off the same school system that we've had for hundreds of years. It needs to change, but for whatever reason, politicians right now aren't doing anything to change it. And that's why the US is lacking in education system. So, unfortunately, this is the state that we are in. And yes, it does mean that social media has a very big bias on being toxic. And bias probably isn't the right word, but it's that's just how it is, right? But the thing that makes it worse is we aren't taught. Well, I mean, it's probably a bigger deal for kids now, especially because they're going to be growing up with this their whole life. But they're not taught how to deal with that negativity and how to think of it in a good light, right? Because if people are being toxic to you and you don't know how to filter that and you don't know how to handle that, that's just going to turn you into a toxic person as well. But that's something that we need to be taught, like how to deal with that and how to, not take it personally necessarily. I mean, obviously, if it's just constructive criticism, that's fine. And Thomas is not very good with constructive criticism. He just, I don't know. He's definitely on the edge of the spectrum because anything against him he takes very personally and it gets very offended. So he's definitely, I don't know how to put this in the nicest way, but he's not very tactful. I will say that's probably what I'm going to describe him as. He can't take things and just be like, okay, thanks for the constructive criticism. From what I've seen, he views anything that's negative on him in any way, shape, or form as a personal attack. And that's not the right way. That's not the right mindset to have on social media. If you're on social media, you've got to expect that, I get hate too, right? That's just something. If you are a public figure, that's what's going to happen, right? You chose to put yourself in that situation. You're gonna feel the consequences of that, right? But it's up to you to learn how to filter that and how to take that. And unfortunately, Thomas isn't very well versed in that. He takes it all. He's not. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about this anymore because I feel like if Thomas views this, he's just gonna be like, "Wow, I hate you." But all I'm saying is that he takes things super seriously, even for constructive criticism. People who are saying look, shouldn't Cat Noir just simply have, more appreciation in the show? He blocks you. So anything critical of him, he blocks you. So, that's where I'm gonna end this little discussion / rant thing. Sorry for how boring it was, but yeah, that's sort of my take on this. Social media is here to stay, but we need to, there's good and bad to everything, but instead of removing the bad, we should learn how to deal with the bad, because by removing the bad, we also remove part of the good, right? Because the bad in this case is, toxicity on social media, but if we remove toxicity, then that removes basically Twitter, because that would be removing your right to say anything, right? So, we can't remove one thing without removing the other. So instead of removing the whole thing entirely, let's learn how to deal with it and take it in a good way instead of just ruining the fun for everyone. Because not everybody's toxic. Not everyone's a bad person. So that's what I'll leave this on. And I will... Actually, I'd love to know your thoughts on that. Let me know down in the comments. Literally, coup de foudre, I mispronounced that terribly, is a bolt of lightning, or thunderbolt, which also means love at first sight. In both these scenes, a clap of thunder is heard in the background, which means both of these moments were when they both fell in love with each other. What do you think? Interesting idea, I suppose. I understand this one. I'd have to rewatch this scene, but I don't know. Possibly we'll have to see Shanghai Special and and season 4, how that directly affects Adrian, but I think it's an interesting idea. Also, just want to give you props for this high quality image. I think maybe I should use my award feature. I will here. I'll comment. There you go. Take my 500 coins. Thanks for the high quality image use. And a smiley face. There we go. Thank you for doing high quality stuff. I appreciate it. It's nice to see the detail in there. It's not the perfect quality, but it's up there. It's pretty good. I'm not complaining. I think the New York special's a little bit harder to get in high quality, but this one's super easy to get, so I don't know. This one could be a little bit better, but anyway, thank you for the high quality image use. I appreciate it. I Piper Shy. Thank you. Oh, but Markov is still technology though. According to Thomas on Twitter, Markov's technology is not as advanced as Uncanny Valley's. That's why he can't recognize that Ladybug and Cat Noir are Marinette and Adrien. Okay, so I suppose it has to do with how advanced the technology is. Although, like I said, technology is technology. It shouldn't be based on AI per se. Because, like, pixel for pixel, you should be able to tell, right? Like, naturally it could trick the human mind, right? But if you're taking a photo of Ladybug and a photo of Cat or of Marinette, right? And you put them over each other, or you take pixel by pixel, you will see a very high resemblance, like probably an 80% resemblance between the two characters. Assuming that it was like both the same expression, face and stuff. The only difference being a mask in this case and maybe ribbons, right? It's still like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Like the whole quantum masking, that solves half the problem, but it also sort of creates another problem. So it's like sort of counterintuitive, I suppose. But I don't know. I guess it's better than nothing. It's better than no explanation, I guess. But not very happy with this current one as far as the technology goes. Because it's like you should still be able to... If anything, AI should be tricked and regular technology should not. Like I said, because of the pixel by pixel, right? It's a 1 and 0. Does this character have 80% or higher match rate to this character? Yes or no? It's on or off. That's how computers work. It's yes or no. Zeros and ones. However, AI it could be a little bit different, you could argue. So I don't know. Just that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is I don't agree with Thomas on this issue. Moderator, I am Hawkmoth. People have dissed your chunkers and Minecraft memes for too long. I can help you r/whoosh the cringe Fortnite kids away. All you have to do is hand me the miraculous of Ladybug and Cat Noir. Ah, yes, the custom emote. Was this one? Yeah, this was awarded. That's funny. And then the silver. It was the silver. Let's see, is Spider Ninja a moderator? I don't think so. Spider Ninja. Well, maybe, but I'm not gonna click on it. Nice. Marinette's class as Reddit avatars. I couldn't fit everyone in. Repost. Well, dang, there has been a lot of just general Reddit stuff as well as a lot of Lila hating, which is certainly interesting. This is really cool, although you kind of messed up here, I will say. And here. And here. And here. And here. And a little bit here. That's fine. It's fine. I mean, all you had to do was make the canvas a little bit bigger. Like, extend it by 100 pixels on each side and then space out the characters a little bit more, and then you would have solved your clipping issue. But who am I to say I can't make this good of art? So, yeah. Again, if there was a cool use for these, that'd be awesome, but I don't think there is. So, unfortunately, they can't be used in any way. I can imagine Adrian not only voicing Cat Noir, but also doing his flirtatious actions in the recording studio. Ladybug is gonna be so mad when she finds out Cat voiced himself in their animated movie. Okay, but Marinette watching the movie for the first time and hearing Adrian say all those chat flirtations, blushing to herself because Adrian just said Ladybug looks perfect. And then finding out that they're the same person and that Adrian wasn't even acting that way, just being a live post. This is amazing. Adrian not following the script, just making stuff up as he goes, and the crew being like, wow, he's natural. This sounds more like Cat Noir than Cat Noir himself. Oh my gosh. Hilarious. Oh. Is it confirmed that Adrian voiced Cat Noir in Anime Astro? Is it? I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense that he would, but I don't know if he did. That'd be funny. Oh man, I can't wait till the reveal happens and then they're both like, oh my gosh. It's gonna be so great. I cannot wait. And for the top post of the week, we have Marinette wearing Adrian's shirt by Rose Casa. Oh hey, this is pretty cool. Although, I will say, I think her ponytails are a little bit too short. Well, I guess maybe it sort of depends on the angle. But I think they should be a little bit longer to match her in the show. If you were going for a direct representation of what Marinette, like, 100% looks like, I think it's fine. I think it's cool. I'm just saying, if you wanted to mirror the show perfectly, they would have to be a little bit longer. But yeah, oh man, I can't wait till this dynamic can actually happen when they get together. That's what I'm missing in life, is a little bit of Adrianette. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait, probably indefinitely at this point, but we'll see. It may happen sooner than later. It may never happen at all. We'll just, unfortunately, have to wait and see. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy, you can leave a like and subscribe for more content similar to this, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Listen!